Hello everyone, welcome back to Learn English with Sam and Pam. This is Sam, and I am so happy you're here today. In this lesson, we're going to read a simple English story together about daily life and daily routines. As we read, you'll learn useful vocabulary, easy sentences, and common expressions that you can use in your everyday conversations. So relax, listen carefully, and let's start reading together. Emma is 24 years old. She lives in a small apartment in a busy city. She works in a bookstore near her home. Emma likes her life because it is simple and peaceful. She has a daily routine and she follows it every day. A day in Emma's life. Emma usually wakes up at 6:30 in the morning. Her alarm clock rings loudly. Beep, beep, beep. Emma opens her eyes slowly. She feels sleepy. "Oh no," she says. "It is morning already." She turns off her alarm clock and sits up in bed. She stretches her arms and yawns. Every morning, Emma checks her phone. She reads messages from her friends and looks at the weather. Today, the weather is sunny. "That's nice," Emma says with a smile. After that, Emma gets out of bed and walks to the bathroom. She washes her face with cold water. Then she brushes her teeth for 2 minutes. She looks in the mirror. "I look tired," she says. Then Emma takes a shower. She uses shampoo for her hair and soap for her body. After her shower, she dries her hair with a towel. Next, Emma goes to her bedroom and gets dressed. She chooses blue jeans, a white shirt, and black shoes. "What should I wear today?" she asks herself every morning. She brushes her hair and puts on a little makeup. At 7 a.m., Emma goes to the kitchen to make breakfast. She opens the refrigerator. She has eggs, milk, bread, cheese, and fruit. Today, she makes 2 fried eggs and toast. She also cuts an apple into small pieces. Emma drinks a cup of coffee every morning. "I need coffee to wake up," she laughs. While eating breakfast, Emma watches the news on TV. Sometimes the news is boring. Sometimes it is interesting. After breakfast, Emma washes the dishes and cleans the kitchen table. At 7:45 a.m., Emma packs her bag for work. She puts her wallet, keys, phone, notebook, and water bottle inside her bag. Then she checks everything again. Phone? Check. Keys? Check. Wallet? Check. Emma leaves her apartment at 8 a.m. She locks the door and walks to the bus stop. The bus stop is 5 minutes away from her apartment. Many people are waiting for the bus. Some people look tired. Some people drink coffee. Some people listen to music. The bus arrives at 8:10 a.m. Emma gets on the bus and sits near the window. She likes looking outside during the ride. She sees cars, buildings, schools, and people walking. After 20 minutes, Emma arrives at work. She works in a bookstore called Bright Pages. Emma loves books. She loves reading stories. She loves helping customers find books. Her work starts at 8:30 a.m. Her manager says, "Good morning, Emma." Emma smiles and says, "Good morning." First, Emma cleans the shelves. Then she organizes the books. She puts romance books in one section. She puts history books in another section. At 10 a.m., a customer enters the store. The customer says, "Excuse me, can you help me?" Emma smiles. "Of course." "I want a book about cooking." Emma shows him the cooking section. "Thank you," the customer says. "You're welcome," Emma replies. Later, a mother and her little daughter come into the bookstore. The little girl wants a storybook. Emma helps them choose a colorful book with pictures. The little girl smiles. Emma feels happy. At 12:30 p.m., Emma takes her lunch break. She sits in a small room behind the bookstore. She opens her lunchbox. Today, she has rice, chicken, and vegetables. She also has orange juice. Her coworker Sarah sits next to her. Sarah asks, "What are you doing after work?" Emma says, "I'm going to the gym." Sarah laughs. "You always go to the gym." Emma smiles. "Yes, I want to stay healthy." After lunch, Emma goes back to work. In the afternoon, the bookstore becomes busy. Many students come to buy notebooks. Some people buy novels. Some people ask for school books. Emma helps everyone. At 4 p.m., Emma feels tired. She drinks water and eats a banana. "This gives me energy," she says. At 5:30 p.m., Emma finishes work. She says goodbye to her manager and coworkers. "See you tomorrow." Emma walks to her gym. The gym is near her workplace. She changes into sports clothes. First, she runs on a treadmill for 20 minutes. Then she lifts small weights. After that, she does yoga. Emma feels strong and healthy after exercise. At 7 p.m., Emma leaves the gym. She walks home slowly. On her way home, she stops at a grocery store. She buys milk, bread, tomatoes, and pasta. The cashier says, "Have a nice evening." Emma smiles. "You too." Emma arrives home at 7:30 p.m. She feels hungry. She changes into comfortable clothes, then she starts cooking dinner. Tonight, she makes pasta with tomato sauce and chicken. She listens to music while cooking. Cooking helps her relax. At 8 p.m., Emma eats dinner at her dining table. She watches a funny TV show. She laughs loudly at the jokes. After dinner, Emma washes the dishes. Then she cleans her apartment. She sweeps the floor. She organizes her desk. She waters her small plants near the window. Emma loves plants. She has 3 small green plants. At 9 p.m., Emma calls her mother. Her mother lives in another city. "Hi, Mom," Emma says. "Hello, dear. How was your day?" her mother asks. "It was good. Work was busy. Did you eat well?" "Yes, Mom," Emma laughs. Her mother always asks about food. They talk for 20 minutes. Emma feels happy after talking to her mother. At 10:30 p.m., Emma sits on her sofa and reads a book. Tonight, she reads a mystery novel. She reads for 1 hour. Then she feels sleepy. At 10:30 p.m., Emma gets ready for bed. She brushes her teeth again. She washes her face. She changes into pajamas. She checks her phone one last time. Her friend sends a message. "Do you want to go shopping this weekend?" Emma replies, "Yes, that sounds fun." At 10 p.m., Emma turns off the lights. She gets into bed. She closes her eyes. "Today was a good day," she says quietly. Soon, she falls asleep. But on Saturday, Emma's routine is different. She does not wake up early. She wakes up at 9 a.m. She feels relaxed. She makes pancakes for breakfast. Then she meets her friend Lisa at a mall. They buy clothes and drink coffee together. In the afternoon, they watch a movie. In the evening, Emma visits her grandparents. Her grandmother cooks delicious food. Her grandfather tells funny stories. Emma enjoys weekends with her family. On Sunday, Emma likes staying at home. She sleeps late. She cleans her apartment. She does laundry. She watches movies. Sometimes she prepares meals for the week. Sunday is her quiet day. At night, Emma thinks about Monday. "Another busy week begins tomorrow," she says. But she feels thankful for her life. She has a job. She has friends. She has family. She has dreams. Emma wants to travel the world one day. She wants to visit Japan, Italy, and Brazil. She saves money every month for her future trips. Before sleeping on Sunday night, Emma writes in her journal. Today, she writes, "I am grateful for my simple life. Every day is not exciting, but every day is important. Small moments make life beautiful." Emma smiles. She closes her journal. She turns off the light, and she sleeps peacefully, ready for another new day.